Hello, welcome to episode 25 of Happy Little Yarn. My name is Amie, and you will find me on Ravelry as Pumpkin Curls. I'm on Instagram as Happy Little Yarn, and I have a Ravelry group, Happy Little Yarn. Yeah, I'm in Leesburg, Georgia. And it's a really hot day today. High's going to be like 93 degrees. Not feeling it yet. It's not, no. This is summer weather. This is spring. Yeah, no. So, I'm having a couple knit-alongs right now, make-alongs. The first one's the blanket along. And it runs through December 31st. Whips are welcome. You can make an adult or a child's blanket. And let's see, it's crochet or knit. I think I said that. But just make a blanket. You can have a chatter thread and FO thread. I'm going to pull winners from both. I've got one prize for that so far, and it is from Cherry Pie Cottage, and it's the Wizard of Oz mini skein set. It's 6 20-gram minis, and I think they're 92 yards a piece, 552 yards total. So that will be going to, I think, an FO thread winner. And I have a hashtag set up for this as well, and I don't remember what it was, so I'm going to put it right here. I think it's like hashtag blanket along 2020, maybe. Well, that'll confirm it. So here's the prize. It's very pretty, lots of different colors from Cherry Pie Cottage. And all the names are on the back. So if you are interested in one of the colors, let me know and I'll tell you what color it is. It's a twister, is this top one. I do believe in spooks, and I love that colorway. Lullaby League, Over the Rainbow, A Horse of a Different Color, and Flying Monkeys. So that is for the blanket along FO prize. And I have one, and if you are a maker and you would like to donate to the blanket along, it doesn't have to be mini skeins or anything, but contact me through, let's say, Instagram, where I'm Happy Little Yarn, or Ravelry, Pumpkin Curls, and let me know that you would like to donate, and I would be thrilled to show your your yarn, bag, stitch markers, whatever that you make, or pattern prize would be awesome too. But I'll show it here on the podcast until we have a winner. We also have the stress-free make-along. It runs through, I don't know, until all this crazy madness is over. And I'm co-hosting it with Needles at the Ready and the Cat Lady podcast. That's C-A-T-T Lady podcast. And it's any craft. And I ask that in my FO thread, you only have one post per day. So if you make more than one mask in one day, just put it all in one post for one day. And that's one entry. But you can have all the posts you want, multiple posts over multiple days. Like if you make a mask today and then you make a mask tomorrow, one post today, one post tomorrow. It's fine. This is a stress-free make-along. You just do what you want. Just all I ask is one post per day. And I've gotten some prizes for that make-along now. I've got 2 prizes from GingerSnapThat on Etsy. Her store name is GingerSnapThat, but she's Ginger Snap. And I got this 50 gram skein set. It's Dahlia, Boyson, and Sly Fox. They're all 50 gram 80-20 merino nylon. 174 yards per skein. And I can't tell what weight it is. Let's see. I need to ask her. It might be fingering. Pretty sure. Or it's DK. I can't tell. I'm going to ask Kim and I'll let y'all know. I just got this in the mail the other day. And it's a little glary, but there's the colors. I don't want to take it out of the packaging because she has it all sealed nice for me with one of their stickers on it. That's GingerSnap. Oh, it is fingering. It says zest fingering. I can read. It's so plump though. It's 80/20, that's why it's plump. That's 50 grams, 174 yards. Very nice, thank you, Kim. And she also sent this set of greens. This is moss and this is sour apple. And you can see those colors there. They're so pretty, but that'll go to another FO winner. I don't know if they're both going to be FO or chatter. One might be chatter, one might be FO. I'll make my mind up later when I get all the prizes in for the end of the mail. But these are finger and weight, 80/20, 420 yards per 110 grams. So, thank you, Kim. I really appreciate the donation. I really appreciate it. That's so sweet. Thank you. But that runs through, I don't know, I'm going to have to talk to Kevin and Ray and Andrea, and we'll have to decide an end date. But if you are a maker and you would like to donate, please let me know. Because I would love to sponsor your, not sponsor, just show your products and contribute to my make-alongs and knit-alongs. That'd be awesome. Thank you. This is my new coffee cup. As I get older, I just prefer to knit. As I get older, I just prefer to knit. Ain't that the truth? I got this from Winemaker Sister on Etsy. I think it's Winemaker Sister. Let me look. Yeah, not plural, just Winemaker Sister, all one word, on Winemaker's Sister on Etsy. And I'll have the link below in the show notes. So if you like a cool little coffee cup about knitting references, you can get one too. And she has lots of stitch markers and stuff in her shop. But let's move on to finished objects. I have one finished object and one hoe. Half object. Oh, it's kind of more than half. It's almost done, but my finished object are these vanilla socks that I made for the Harry Potter knitting crochet house cup on Ravelry. And I made 2 whole socks. I could not find the other sock blocker, so the other one is presented without that. And this is pineapple yarn. And this is the April Sun Yarn Club for this year. I don't know if she has this like a permanent colorway in her shop yet, but I would dig it. This coral color with this yarn, I mean, this has been my favorite yarn club shipment ever so far. And I was so happy to knit this up. And it was a 50-gram skein of the main color and 20 grams of the smaller color. I had like 2 yards left of the coral, and I had about 20 grams left of the main color. So that 50-gram skein went a long way, because I wear a size 10 ladies US shoe. I got a big foot for a short person. I'm 5'5" with a size 10 foot. 5'5.5" if you want to be technical. But that's my sock. And aren't y'all proud of me? I'm not a sock person, but I knit a whole pair of sock in 23 days. What? Yeah. Let's see. I did the German short row heel, and I used Ladywing Designs German short row heel tutorial on YouTube. That's Zakia, and she has a podcast as well, Ladywing Designs. and she does cross stitch and knitting. And I did these 2 at a time, and figuring out how to do heels 2 at a time, you do one then the other. I couldn't do them both at once. You turn and you go back, forth, you just couldn't do it. So I did 1 heel at a time, but the rest of them were 2 at a time for everything else. And I had a spectacular time knitting these because I enjoyed the yarn so much. So maybe that's a trick. I have to enjoy the yarn. No, that's not true because I love all the yarn I use. It's just fingering weight. That's tricky for me. This is a big project for me. Socks are a big project for me. I know one other pair of socks I really want to finish, but it's got a design on it. And I think that's what's holding me up because I love the yarn. Love it. Let me see if I can get it. Where did I put it? Oh, it's way over there. I can't grab it. I showed my friend my bed a little while ago. All the project beds or bags are on this bed right here. Yeah. From where I've showed y'all projects in the past. I just don't have anywhere to put them, so I'm just stacking them all on this twin size bed over here. But these are my finished objects. Just one. But I submitted these into the Harry Potter Knitting Crochet House Cup on Ravelry. I got 30 points. I think I'm going to get 30 points. They haven't been graded yet. But one class was for divination and the other class was history of magic, where you had to make something comfortable and make something reference to a quote from a book. And I did. Master has presented Dobby with a sock. Dobby's a free elf. I used that quote. I'm not sure if that's the quote, but I copied and pasted it off Google, to be honest, because I did not feel like going through my Kindle looking for Chamber of Secrets at the end of the movie to find that quote. I guess I could have did a search, but I didn't. So that's 30 points total. And I got 15 points for a washcloth. Oh, I do have another finished object. A washcloth. I made it for my mom for Mother's Day. It's yellow. If I think about it, I'll put a picture right here. It wasn't anything fancy. It's wobbly looking, but I got 15 points for it, and I got my, secured my spot for sorting, so for the month of May. Harry Potter Knitting Crochet House Cup is life right now. I can't keep up with it. There's so much going on. I'm in a whip tag. I'm in some house competition where you have to keep up with yardage. There's so much going on. I'll cover it all as I go. If you like Harry Potter and you like to knit, I would highly recommend doing that because it just boosted my mojo for knitting. Socks. Done. Put them over there. Okay. Next is another thing for the Harry Potter House Cup. This is for flying class. And you have to make something that'll fit in a bowl. So I made a cat in a box. And it's not quite a finished object because I have to put the tail on it. But this cat, you're supposed to just put 2 little dots for the eyes and a nose. Well, I wasn't paying attention to the project page, the pattern page. So I embroidered 2 eyes, and my daughter wanted 1 brown, 1 green, like the cat from Animal Crossing. And I thought it had a mouth, so I made it a smile. It didn't have a mouth, it had a nose. That's my psycho cat. Come on. There we go. Oh. I want you to see the face. There we go. See, it's got 1 green and 1 brown eye. And a little psycho mouth smile. And these are just minis from, I think this one was Machete Shop. And I don't remember what this is, but it was called Burnt. I'll have to look and see if I remember. But there were minis from the Row 1 Yarn Carnival Club. The monthly mini club you do. And you get like 10 gram minis. I think I want to reorder those because they come in handy for little things like this. Like ornaments and stuff. Psycho Cat. is almost done. Just needs I-cord tail. I've never done an I-cord, so I got a little I-cord machine. I'm thinking if I just put them on the hooks, knit up, maybe it'll stay, but I don't know. We'll find out. But you just kind of wiggle the cat down in the box, and you got a cat in a box. I need to block it a little bit because the flaps are flapping over, curling in. But cat in a box. And that is a pattern by Hrachovec. I don't know, I can't pronounce it. But it's Mochimochi land. You know, the little trolls and everything you make, little tiny trolls, not trolls, gnomes. Trolls. Gnomes. But she has this cat in a box. And that's my flying class, so that'll be 15 points. So that's 60 points for the Harry Potter house cup thing so far. 2 socks, that's 30 points. Then the washcloth and the cat in a box. That's 30 points, that's 60 points. Yep. Oh, I'm using my new notebook today. Wrote it out. I really like this notebook. The paper is really thick and sturdy, and there's different colors pages. Every page is a different color, so that's fun. Okay, whips. Let's go over whips. I've got this bag holding one of my whips. Y'all have seen it before. It's So Shannon YYC, I think it is. I'll put her Etsy shop name right here and a link below. But it's skulls. She custom made this for me with a glittery red bottom. I mean, hello, this screams my name. If you are a bag maker and you sell any kind of skull on a bag, you are badass. No, I'm just kidding. You're awesome. But, you know, I've had skulls since high school. I've been obsessed, and I'm almost 38. My birthday's next month. I'll be 38. And since bought my first car, since I started driving when I was 16, I had a skull and crossbone license plate on the front of my car. And everybody thought that was the weirdest thing, because back then, skulls were not popular like they are now. And you can't see it, but this little tiny thing on my necklace is a skull too. A little tiny skull. You can barely see it. You have to get real close to see it. Okay, anyways, let's go on to my Wholesome Harvest shawl, which, did I cut off the yarn? Yes. I just finished one of the last colors for my midway point in the Harry Potter house cup. This is from my owl project. It's worth 200 points. And I'm 2 rows from being halfway done. So, let me see if I can stretch this out somehow. It's got 2 spines on the shawl, so it'll give it a boxy look. But this is Whomping Willow by Madeline Tosh, and these black lines between each color is mascara from Yarn Cafe Creation. The cream is Primrose Yarn in Snow Owl, and some more mascara here. And then the red is the Red Woman from Madeline Tosh, and this is Kenobi from Madeline Tosh. It's like a greenish gray, more gray. And then I just repeated the colors. Well, not really, because the green and the gray was so close that together they looked like the same color. So I'm going to do another black row right here after this red and put Whomping Willow here. So that's why I separated it by this cream and red. So it'll be a little pronounced. But I'm at 299 stitches right now. I'll put a picture of what it's supposed to look like right here. It's the Wholesome Harvest. And I've got 299 stitches on the row right now. My midway point is 305 stitches. Yeah, that's probably true. it ends in 413 stitches. So these rows are going to get really long, so I estimated 305 stitches would be the midway point. It's probably not, but for my midterm grade to meet up with the OWL criteria, you had to have a midterm point. So I said 305 stitches per row. And it was approved, so OWL project almost midway. I knitted on this yesterday. I got the black row and the red done. And I've knitted on this since May 6th, I want to think. Let's see. Yeah, I started May 6th. So in 18 days, this is the 24th of May, a Sunday, because I always come to you on a Sunday. I think that's 18 days ago. Let's see, 6 times 4 is 24, so 6 times 3 is 18. Yeah, 18 days ago. The way I do math is really weird. I think this is my favorite project I've ever done. It's really enjoyable. The yarn is fantastic. I love Madeline Tosh yarn. I know some people don't, but if you look past all the bullshit, you got good yarn. They do know how to dye yarn. So that's the Wholesome Harvest. And it looks really small, but it's all bunched up on needles, so it's going to grow by 3 more colors, 2 more colors, and a couple lines, so I guess it'll be big. In the picture I showed you, it looks huge, but I'm sure that's after blocking, and it needs tassels on the corners. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 corners, so 4 tassels. I'm not sure what color I'm going to do. Maybe the cream or the red, or I might mix colors. That'd be pretty. I've got a tassel maker. I don't know where it is. I've showed you before. Well, if you've been around, you've seen it. But and welcome to all new viewers, and welcome to returning viewers. So thank you for checking me out again, or for the first time. So that's Wholesome Harvest, and this bag is awesome. You can't really see, but it's got pockets, and it's holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skeins of yarn wound up. All in the bottom, not bunched up either. Let's see. Well, it just wants to fall out. Huge bag, awesome. Check her out, So Shannon YYC on Etsy. I'll link her below. She'll custom make you a bag. Like, if I had fabric, she used to do this. If I had fabric, I could send it to her and she would sew it for me, but I don't know if she would do that now, because she's busy now. She's got a good customer base. Okay. Next, I started this last night. It's in my Knit for Brains Pac-Man bag, arcade bag. I'm knitting it out of Madeline Tosh again. That was DK weight. The Wholesome Harvest is DK weight. And it's by Jenny Clark. And this is Madeline Tosh worsted. It's Tosh Vintage in the Farmhouse White. It's the whitest base they had. I wanted something creamy but not natural yarn, and not too white that it would scream I'm a white yarn. So this is like a grayish creamy white. But I'm making a shrug for my broom project in the Harry Potter Knitting Crochet House Cup. And it is by Andi Satterlund. It's called the Rhody. I want to say Rowdy, but it has no W. Rhody. I'll put it right here, a picture of it. And it's a shrug. I started yesterday, Saturday night. And I will show you what I have so far. I don't know how many points the broom is worth, but you had to have 400, at least 400 yards to the project. And this is 740 yards for the size I'm making. I'm making one size up because my arms are kind of chunky. So I'm making one size up to give me some arm room. And I don't like tight stuff. But this is all I have so far. You sew it in pieces, or knit it in pieces. And it's all over eyelets. It's really an easy knit. Now, I've never done a mattress stitch properly. So I'm probably going to grab some little squares or something that I've knit in the past as like a, what do you call it? A swatch? And test them out and see if I can make it look decent practice before I start doing it on this. Because that's going to be a mess. But it's curling right now, but you'll go in and put a rib, pick up stitches and put a rib at the bottom. And then this is the back. It's 75 stitches on size 7 needles. And it's curling in right now, but I've got 2 repeats done. So that's 4 eyelet rows. And it'll be pretty. I'm not sure about, I thought it was all one piece shrug. It's like a cardigan but shorter. I know you know what a shrug is. But, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to knit it. I just didn't know it was in pieces. I thought it said it was all over eyelet knit as one. You know, except for the sleeves. But it's not. You do the back, and then the left panel, and the right panel. And then I think you attach them. You put it on waste yarn, so you'll pick up all the stitches. And like, I guess Kitchener them together. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far into the pattern. So I'm not giving away anything. I just assuming. But it's real pretty. I think I really liked it in the red a lot better than this white. I think the white is, with my skin tone, I don't know. I wear a lot of black. So I thought it would look nice being a pop on the black. But it's only 4 skeins of worsted weight yarn, so let me see. What did I do with it? I don't know what I did with the skein I just showed y'all. But it's only 4 skeins of Tosh Vintage. It's 740 yards, but it's 200 yards per skein. So I'll have 60 yards left over. Maybe. I'm not going to alternate skeins either, because I figured if I do the back all in one skein, and then I do a panel and a panel all in one skein, and then the sleeves and then the ribbing in one skein. No, I'll have to crack into the 4th, so I don't know. But that's the shrug I'm knitting for my broom project, which I don't know how many points it is. Let's throw these over here. I have a little tiny table I keep all my stuff on, and I'm running out of space, so it's going to be a kind of wide episode today. And let me turn this off because I have 1 minute left before it's going to turn off for me. And I'll apologize if my hair's a little too poofy for your liking today, but I didn't feel like washing it before I did this. It's a little frizzy, a little poofy. Wore a hat last night. Its curls are a little flat, but it was either this or wearing a hat to make it look obvious that I'm having a bad hair day. That's all the knitting. Well, there is one more thing. I've showed you this before, but there's a thing in the Harry Potter house cup. It's called Detention. It's where you finish an object that you started before you started May 1st on the house cup projects. And I had this. I showed you this. This is the Wondrous, how come I can never say that? Wondrous Dishcloth by So Sweet Violet, who is Jules Hill, I think. And it's double knitted washcloth. See, it's connected right there. I've got another repeat, and then bind off. I don't think I have enough yarn, but I gotta ask my mentor if something this small is okay for detention. If it is, I'm going to finish it. I'm just going to Kitchener it up because I don't think I have enough yarn to do many more rows. But I'm going to Kitchener it up and submit it for 10 points in detention. That's my goal for this month. You can have one detention entry a month, I think. I don't know. There's rules and stuff all written out, but it's a lot of reading. It's long and it's a lot of reading. Okay, acquisitions. Whips are done. Acquisitions now. This is going to be kind of long. I'm going to try to breeze through it, but I want to show these dyers off because they are really good. But Mustache Yarn had their May the 4th update. And I got 4. My husband said I could have 2, but snuck and got 2 more. I think these are the 2 that I got when he said I could get them. This is Yoda and this is Han. And they're self-striping finger and weight yarn. And my daughter wants a pair of gloves in Yoda. I want a pair of gloves in Han. So that'll happen one day. I found the pattern I want to make it out of, and I can't remember what it's called, but when I started I'll show you. And then these 2 are Old Ben, and they kind of look the same, but this has brown in it, and this is Anakin. I was like, I gotta have Anakin. Gotta have a little bit of the dark side. So Old Ben and Anakin. That's Mustache Yarn. And then I found a new dyer. We've been friends on Instagram for a while, and I checked her out last month, I think. I can't remember when I ordered this, but she sent it to me, and she even wound it up. Oh, sorry, my computer is very loud. I'll turn that down. And the dyer is A Yarn to Die For Designs. That's Robin. And she sent me, I bought Do You Want to Build a Snowman? It was one of her winter bases. It's an 80-20 superwash wool and nylon. It's a finger and weight and 375 yards per 100 grams. So that is how it came. I didn't ask her to wind it. She was just nice and wound it for me. And it's A Yarn to Die For Designs. Check her out on Etsy. I'll link below. But that was really pretty. And the skein online, it was so beautiful. I was like, I gotta have it. But those speckles are going to knit up superb. I think I might knit socks out of these for one of the months in the Harry Potter house cut. I don't know, is 80-20 a good base for socks? I don't know. I would think it is. It's got more nylon than wool, so maybe. Cold coffee. But she also sent me the skein. Well, she was really sweet, and she sent me something for me, and she sent me a bag she made, Robin, of the A Yarn to Die For Designs, and it's got all these sailboats and lighthouses. It's huge. I was going to use this for my Shrug. I think I will once it gets a little bit bigger and I have to use more yarns, but I wanted to show it on the podcast before I started using it. But it also came with a Notions pouch matching and a matching needle keeper. So, and I love the red hit of the zipper, the little pop. But look how big this bag is. Oh, love it. Thank you, Robin. That was really sweet of you. So she sent me that. She has great bags in her shop. You should check that out. But she also sent me with this yarn, a little mini skein. And it's called Flamingos on a Hot Tin Roof. And I was like, what? Look at that. It's orange and pink. I mean, it's great. It reminded me of, I can't remember what the colorway name is, but it's from Stranded Dye Works. And she uses, I'm using it in my Maytham shawl by, I can't remember who it's by. I just talked about it not long ago, but I was like, I gotta have some of this. So I ordered her DK weight. I think it's DK, yeah, DK. So this is Flamingos on a Hot Tin Roof. And it's 100% superwash merino. And I wanted to knit a hat out of this for a house cup. But I wanted to show you first before I wound it up. But look at the black speckles. It's orange and pink, and it's going to knit up beautifully. I'm going to make a hat out of this. I'll probably do my pattern, the hat I showed you last episode, episode 24, with a double brim, and it's just a fitted hat. I might make it a little bit looser though and have a slouchy hat because I have plenty of yardage. It's 246 yards. That's plenty for a double brimmed hat. But 100 grams, 8 ply. Check her out. Look at this colorway. Y'all need to go get this colorway. It's one of her spring colorways, I think. But I was like, yeah, that's an awesome color. This is going to go, mini is 80-20. It's going to go in my blanket. I think it's 10 grams. I don't know, I haven't weighed it. Then I also ordered, when I got that yarn, sorry I'm taking so long, but I love her yarn. This is More Than Just a Whim mini skein set. I got this to put in my blanket, and they're 75-25 finger and weight, 20 grams each, or 80 yards each. And then she had a Harry Potter update. Y'all, she still has it in her shop, I think. Oh, with that, I think she sent me this one. Imaginary Friends mini skein. And she sent little teas and chocolates too. It was so awesome. And some little stitch markers and stuff. But the Harry Potter update, I ordered from her 3 times. So Gryffindor's house, Godric Gryffindor's house, and Helga Hufflepuff's house. I'm going to knit something for Brianna and something for me. And then, oh my gosh, I might knit this for the Harry Potter house cup instead of the flamingos for a hat. Or I might do both. One next month, one for July. Bertie Bott's Delicious Beans. Y'all, the speckles in this. Can you see that? It's 100% superwash merino on DK weight 8 ply, 100 grams, 246 yards. So it's just like the other one. Look at the speckles. They're neon. Isn't that wild? I love it. I never had neon yarn dyes to dye with, so this just blew my mind. I love it. I'm going to knit a hat out of that. I love DK weight hats. A little slouchy too. So that is Robin from A Yarn to Die For Designs on Etsy. Y'all check her out, please, because she's an amazing dyer. Oh, throw all this on the floor over here. And oh, and with the Harry Potter yarn, she sent me this mini. Ebb and Flow. Another 80-20. It's very pretty. I'm excited to use these. Okay, up next is Over the Moon yarn on Etsy. And this says it's got Lurex in it, but it looks like Stellina. Lurex is a little bit thicker than that. That looks like Stellina to me. But this is Radioactive on her Stardust sock, 25% or 75% merino superwash, 20% nylon, 5% silver lurex, but it looks like stellina. Fingering weight, 100 grams, 437 yards. And it's called Radioactive. And it's just a neon green with stellina in it. And I was like, huh, that's pretty. I need that. I want to make a hat or something, like a sock head hat, some kind of fingering weight hat, of course. And put a huge neon pom-pom on it, multicolored pom-pom. That'll be amazing. And then I got from Cherry Pie Cottage, my friend Jenny. She had an update a couple weeks ago. And this is called Just a Bunch of Pansies on Fingering 100. Look at that purple. Oh my gosh. And there's her tag. Just Cherry Pie Cottage. 100% superwash merino, 490 yards. Now she says she might not carry this base much longer, but I love this base. It's got great yardage and I think it's a very soft yarn. I don't know why she's not going to carry it, but I love it and I wanted this color on it. So I get every yard I could get out of it. It's very pretty. And then I got this because I was like, ooh, it's mint. I actually ordered them separately because I ordered this first and I saw this with it. I was like, well, yeah, duh. That goes together perfectly. So I'm thinking socks, but this is on the other side. And this is spearmint gum. And they're both on fingering socks, 75-25, 463 yards for the whole skein. And this is a 50 gram, 231 yards. So this is a 50 gram skein, and this is a 100 gram skein. Ain't they pretty? Yes. And then I did another order. I think I ordered this with one of them, but this is DK Tweed Concrete. She had this in the shop, and I was like, yep, I want it. It's 85% superwash merino, 15% dongle nip, the little black dots. And 231 yards per 100 grams. So that's real pretty. But I got it to go with one of my favorite colorways ever that she does of all time. DK Tweed Emu Eggs. Look at that color. I got this for a swap partner one time. These two yarns on tweed, and she loved them. I'm like, I loved them. I want them, so I custom ordered this colorway, and she dyed it for me. And it's the same as the others, DK Tweed. That's going to make something amazing. I want some. It's so soft too. Oh, it's so soft. That's Cherry Pie Cottage. And up next I have pineapple yarn because I'm a sucker for pineapple yarn. I even got her advent calendar for Christmas. But this is, I think it's Lonnie sock. It's Low Country May 2020 Loggerhead. It's one of her yarn clubs. But look how pretty it came out. It was the inspiration picture was a turtle like swimming and some more ocean. She's very ocean oriented. I think she's from Hawaii. I think her name's Mariana. I'm not sure. She sends me a little note every time I order from her and I can never remember her name. But it's 323 yards total, 50 grams and 20 grams. This is exactly what I knit my socks out of. So there's plenty of yarn here for socks. On a size 10 foot. Yes, there is plenty of yarn. But it's loggerhead. I don't know if she's going to repeat these colorways, but I love it. And this is the Sun May 2020 sock set. I get the sock sets for her yarn clubs. You can just get 100 gram of the main color, but I like the sock sets. And I got two DKs as well. Lonnie DK 75-25, 246 yards. This is Sea Urchin. It looks gray, but it's got like a purple to it. And I've ordered this colorway from her a long time ago. And I made a shawl out of it. or some of a shawl out of it. So pretty. I love this grayish purple color. And this is cooked pine. So those are DK weights. I wanted this for a hat. I'm a hat person. I love to knit hats. And I don't know what I'll do with this. I'll probably throw it in a shawl or something. Pineapple yarn. And then I got Amanda Knits. And I think she's got a website. It's amanda-knits.com. And this is called That Knows Though. And it is coming up kind of true to color. It's a little bit darker. It's getting a little blown out. It's a 75-25 superwash merino wool nylon, 463 yards finger and weight. But it's just like a burgundy-ish hot pink. How can you describe that? I don't know. It's very pretty. I love it. We've been friends on Instagram for a while. And then I got some stitch markers and progress keepers because, you know, we need those being knitters. This one I've already opened. I was going to use them, but this is from Tiddly Bakes. And I got a stitch marker and a progress keeper. Kind of go together. It's a plate of cookies is the stitch marker, and the big cookie is a progress keeper. You can choose what you want, the hook, but I wanted these. So, that's Tiddly Bakes. And if you're thinking, God, is this ever going to end? Yes, it is. Then, I ordered from Winemaker's Sisters, where I got Winemaker's Sister, where I got this cup. And I got my daughter something. She's always wanted to learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons, and she carries a backpack, and she needs something for her small zipper on her backpack, so I got her a Dungeons and Dragons dice. I don't know what it's called, a D something, I don't know, D20 or I don't know. But she loves it, and I told her she couldn't have it till I showed it, so I showed it. She can have it now. And then I got me a stitch marker set, and I'll put a picture of it right here if I can remember to. It's a bunch of teacups, and it's, let me see if I can dump all these out, and a teapot, and it's got like a little container one, and a little pitcher. So they're really cute. It comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teacups, and those 3 pitcher, sugar cup, and teapot that I showed you. And then I ordered something else from her. Oh, where is it? Right here. This is, I saw this, I think, on Instagram or something. I was like, oh my gosh. I got it as a progress keeper. It's Luna Lovegoods glasses. Progress keeper. Loved it. So, that is Winemaker's Sisters on, or Winemaker's Sister on Etsy. I'll link them below. I got 2 bags, and this is it. I promise this is it. Okay, y'all, it's called April. Tax refunds and stimulus checks. That's what happened. I'm gonna blame it on that. April and May, whatever. Knit for Brains garden gnome bag, very cute. I love Laura's bags, okay, because she puts this big handle on the zipper to make it so easy to open, and this is a medium-sized bag, so she put a little needle keeper in there. And she's on Etsy as Knit for Brains Designs. and she has a little progress keeper that she sends on her business card, and that's a little leaf. Very cute. I'm going to keep that out now that I showed it. And the last bag I just got this the other day with the prize donation. This is from GingerSnap, and it's Caticorn. It's a wireframe bag, a small, I think it's called her small wireframe bag, but I thought it'd be perfect for hats and socks. And inside she has 2 pockets, and it's going to be perfect for a small project. But that is Caticorn, my bag. That's it. That's all acquisitions, I promise. Everything's listed below. I'll have links to all the shops. But up next, let's yak. Let's talk. It's me and you. What's going on? What's new with you? Leave a message. Leave a comment below. Just tell me something. I have been watching New Girl. I started it last year, and I'm on season 5 now. I started it back up like a couple weeks ago, and I knit to it. It's really a fun show, and I'm on season 5 now, and I think there's only 1 or 2 seasons left. I'm really sad. But this is a 3-day weekend, and this weekend started Stash Dash on Friday, and it's from the Knit Girls. And you can find their Ravelry group on the groups tab in Ravelry, and all those details are there. It's Knit Girls with 3 L's, and it's you just knit for meters. It's a competition with yourself, basically. And then it also, this weekend also started the broom competition in the Harry Potter House Cup. I got to start that yesterday. And so this 3-day weekend, I'm just spending the entire weekend knitting and making this podcast and editing and uploading. Which this is an all-day event, making this podcast. I just want to let you know. I have to record and edit and upload and do all the show notes. And it is just time-consuming, but I will enjoy it because I enjoy talking to you guys. But I won't enjoy the upload time because that takes forever. I'll just knit while it uploads, but tomorrow I gotta go out. I don't look forward to that because masks. Oh well, you gotta wear them. Gotta wear them. Okay, so new podcasts I found. The Knitting Bear on YouTube. I think it's called The Knitting Bear. I'll link it below. But it's a gentleman that knits, and he grew up, like, his family was in the carpet business, so he's really familiar with the nylons and wools and all that. Like, how the fabric it'll make. This really was interesting, his first episode. I think he's about to set out his 2nd episode, so check him out. And then the Bearded Pearl, he's just released his 2nd episode yesterday. I'm watching the first one now. But those are both gentlemen knitters, and I really enjoy watching them from their first episodes that I've seen. So those are new podcasts to watch. And I started back to work this week. I went back Monday. It's so nice to get out of the house. I've been working from home since like March. Oh God. I worked from home a while. But I was getting stir crazy. Last weekend I just couldn't take it anymore. I was ready to go back to work. And getting out of the house is the best thing that I've done for myself. I need to work away from home. I cannot be in this house all the time. But I started back to work. But I started gardening too lately. I got an old grill. It's a really small grill, but it's on a stand. And I lined it with cardboard because it's kind of rusty on the bottom, but I'm making a succulent planter out of it. I just got an order for succulents from Amazon. I think there's 12 of them, but I'm going to put them all in there. And I've got some basil and green bell peppers, and I got tomatoes and jalapenos growing. I'm supposed to have cilantro, but those seeds have not sprouted. And my daughter got me some flowers for Mother's Day. And I have a little garden in the ground too. All this is out of the ground because I'm scared the dogs will get into it because they're food. So in the ground I've got some flowers as well. Beside my chairs I go outside and knit in. But it's getting really hot. Alexa, what's the temperature?
Right now, it's 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 70 degrees.
85 degrees right now. High today's in the 90s, but it's only 12:30 right now. So, yeah. But other than that, my birthday is in June. I'm really excited. I celebrate my birthday all month long because it's the one month of the year that I get to celebrate me. So I think I celebrated it 1 month early with all this yarn I just bought. So I probably won't be buying much next month. But for my birthday, I want to go, if things are better, I want to go to Atlanta or Orlando. My husband's going to be working, so I'm taking my mom and sister with me. We're going to have a girls' day and my daughter. And I think we'll go to Atlanta to a mall. I think it's called Sugarloaf Mills Mall. It's got a Phi in it, F-Y-E, where they got the wall of Funko Pops. Oh my God. And they got medieval times in the mall and some other stuff. But Books A Million. Love Books A Million. And then we'll probably go to Eat Sleep Knit in Dallas, Georgia after that, because you gotta make a pit stop at Eat Sleep Knit. That's where I got my Farmhouse White Madeline Tosh yarn. But that's it for today. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you if you have served. Thank you to everyone in the military, and thank you. I didn't prepare a little speech or anything, so I kind of went blank. Sorry. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you for watching. I will see you next time, hopefully in 2 weeks, if not 3 weeks. So, see you then. Bye.